Hello everyone, so here we have a standard Block 1 SLS, boosters and everything, looks a bit janky but numbers will work out right. She's capable of 95 tons to low Earth orbit, which is basically the Orion and the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, which both mass about 55 tons, and the core booster has about 40 tons of propellant left in it. Gets you that 95 tons, but I wanted to improve it and I wanted to make it look better. Instead of these boring old SRBs, I think we can make it way better by adding Delta 4 boosters. Look at that. That's awesome. But you may have realised it doesn't quite work. Because if it loads. Oh. There we go. You may have noticed though that being Delta boosters, so we are full hydrogen, there's one major flaw. Thrust to weight ratio is currently 0.87, so we don't move anywhere, we just make a big old plume of smoke, and eventually we'll start moving, but we could have even underfueled the core, but again, you're kind of missing out there, and you'd probably be even worse off than the standard solid boosters. But there's a solution, and it's quite a cool solution. But I just really like the idea of turning SLS into a true Delta 5, because it's already got the Delta upper stage, and it just looks awesome with Delta 4 boosters. So, got one here prepared, but basically, you can just about fit 8 boosters from a Delta 4 Heavy onto SLS, and if this ever loads up, man, this is pain on my PC. Normally it's quicker, but I think it's because I'm recording. There we go. Yay. Basically now though, if we engage engines, look how awesome it looks. We get a thrust to weight ratio of 1.14. Standard SLS with its 2 SRBs has a thrust to weight ratio of about 1.4. So we're a little bit slow off the pad, but those boosters have a much longer burn time, much higher efficiency. So as you can see, we're already up to a 1.2 thrust to weight ratio. It also weighs a lot more. Actually, not a lot more. A bit more. We're getting up Saturn V territory. But it just looks so awesome. It looks like the old UR-700 Soviet designs where they just slapped on booster after booster. Look at it! And the engine cluster's insane. But now we're up to the thrust to weight ratio with the SRBs basically, but obviously moving already. And she does take a while to get moving, but once she does get moving, she really gets trucking. Obviously, it's all expendable. There's nothing really you can reuse. I think even the Delta 4 boosters will get that far downrange that they wouldn't even survive even if you sort of had a recovery system on them. But I mean, just look at it. It looks awesome. I know it probably costs more as well, but it just looks worth it. And it's all Boeing, so I mean, Boeing can't complain. They're still getting money. Just look at it. I love that shot of the engines. Look at that. That's true Kerbal. For some reason we've got Kerbals on board. I didn't put them there, they've hijacked, I think. But just look at that. That's awesome. No, we're still barely moving, but she just takes a little while to get going. We've already burned 1,000 tons of propellant. Which, to be fair, you'd probably be, where are we now, 2 minutes in. Boosters would be going by now? The boosters normally about 2.5 minutes, the SLBs. Whereas this, we're going to hold on still a little while more. We've still got nearly 1/3 of propellant in those boosters. And plus, well, way higher efficiency, just overall. Just look at those engines. But no, she does take a minute or two to get going, but when she does, booster's now about below quarter of fuel, and she's trucking now. She's really accelerating. We're up to 3 thrust to weight ratio of 3 now. But just look at her. Oh, wait for stage separation, or booster separation I should say, because that does look cool. Oh god, the boosters burned for so long, we're over 3 minutes. Oh, I forget how long boosters on the Delta 4 burn for. Again, it's hydrogen, so it's low thrust to weight ratio, but exceptionally long burn times. Yeah, we're up to a thrust to weight ratio of 4 now, coming up booster sep. It's not Coreliev cross, it's a Tory Bruno circle, I think. Look at that! Isn't that just awesome? Just leaving behind a star. But yeah, still half full on the core, and we are trucking down range now. Nearly 4,000 meters per second. So coming up now, we're near main engine cut-off, and we've got a fair bit of propellant left. Oh, my thing isn't working. Normally you can tell the weight of the propellant left in the booster by going start weight, end weight of stage. But I haven't quite got it there for some reason. Delta status. Will that one do it? No, so we've got thrust to weight ratio. Oh, what a day. Why is that not working? Oh, anyway. Just coming up now. I know normally SLS would stop just shy of orbit and finish the second stage, but we're going straight in. There we go, already done. And what we vessel mass, so what's core stage is 90 tons? 85 tons core stage, I think. It's a separate core stage. I have no separatrons, but have you ever seen this? You could use the extendable nozzle on the RL10 to push the booster away. Look at that. I love that. Oh god, I forgot. Oh, what was it? It was at 200 and something. Basically, it works out that this, when I tested it before, you can put 140 tons in low Earth orbit, which I think is up with Block 2 SLS capabilities, I think. And also on par with the old Saturn V, which is just insane. But just goes to show how much better hydrogen is than the boosters. But yeah, no, this has been awesome. Yeah, so anyway, it doesn't really gain you anything with the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, because you kind of need the exploration upper stage to make it really matter. because you're just leaving a lot of fuel in the booster. Whereas with the exploration up stage, you have all the Delta V up here basically, whereas this just has enough to get Orion and its service module out to the moon, wherever the moon is. And you don't really gain anything, but you would actually gain with cargo and with the exploration upstage or co-manifest landers, things like that, which again you still need the exploration upstage, but it's just cool, isn't it? Plus I prefer the look of the block 1 design, but maybe we'll do block 2 or 1B or something soon. But yeah, no, awesome, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, comment any suggestions as well, other things we can do, different boosters we can slap onto SLS, or different booster configurations we can play around with. I've already got a Blue Origin one I'm planning for SLS. I've got 2, but one of them doesn't really work very well. It can only just put Orion and the interim cryogenic propulsion stage into orbit. But the other one works even better than this. But yeah, no. So stick around, and hopefully I'll do those videos soon. Thanks for watching.